Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal Peace Love Music with another morning update on what's going on in the stacks and the broader Bitcoin ecosystem. And I love our community. I love talking to all our friends. And I got our special guest this morning. But first, we're going to get into the news. Again, reminder, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and never invest money you cannot afford to lose. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take my opinions are not what you should base your investment decisions on. I cannot stress that enough. Just providing news and information for our community. And with that being said, Bitcoin looks strong. Holding on to 65 was just around 65,487 at the time of broadcast. Stacks is down a little bit to $1.79, but still holding on to that 170 to 180 range. The number 36 market cap position on CoinMarketCap by overall market cap. And Fear and Greed has ticked up from, I think it was 47 yesterday, up to 56. That's a good jump. And the top three gainers for the day on CoinMarketCap for the past 24 hours are Bitcoin Cash, Mew, which I'm not familiar with at all, some kind of cat token, and Not token, but not the best Not token in my opinion. And again, not financial advice, but I like the Not token on Stack, Wrap Nothing, or Nothing token. Not on Telegram is an interesting token as well, but it's just not the coolest Not token there is. It's just no way around that. Stack's calendar for the day. We have at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, the Stacks DeFi show is a space on X. They talk about what's going on in the DeFi ecosystem on Stacks. And at 1:30, the Welsh and Stacks Family 100-day show with Bit by Bit and Stuart, Sir Latimer, and Whole Coin Club. And Cryptolandia, I believe, is on that show, possibly getting a shout out from Reese as well. And then at 3 p.m., big show today for Art on Stacks with Good Kitty and Nieta. And they will be talking about the Avant NFT launch happening on Gamma today. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So tune in today. Also today, not on the Stacks calendar because it's not our regular time, but at 10 a.m., shortly after the show, we will be chatting with Phoenix Green about the Bison wallet. He's from the Decred community, and he's going to come and give us a little bit of a tutorial on the Bison wallet, and I'm really interested in finding out more about that. Nick from Bitcoin Live recommended him. He's a part of the community, the broader Bitcoin community, and we're really excited to learn about new stuff on this show. So looking forward to that. That's going to happen at 10 o'clock today, right here on DeOrganized with Bitcoin Live. Shout out. I didn't get a chance to really do this yesterday because we had an important guest and a lot going on the show. But shout out to Dry Sock Fresh for making it out of the bonding curve. It's just a meme. It's fun and light, but maybe it's more than that. Who knows? Get fresh. There's always time to get fresh. But really, thank you to everyone that participated in that bonding curve event and that's kind of engaged in the moist versus fresh sock saga. I do believe that there will be more coming out of that. And I did mention at 3 p.m. today, we have the Avant NFT collection minting on Gamma.io. That's today. Artists Reese, I'm not for sure. I think it's pronounced Swanee Powell. And one of the artists, also Gavin, Arno Karstens, Rambler, and Nathan Fourie. Tune into Art on Stacks, Space with Good Kitty and Nieta at 3 p.m. today. Going to be really awesome. I'm super excited to see that launch. I know Reese very well. The other guys I've met all on the Art on Stacks spaces, and they're within the artist community. I know Arno is also a musician. Rambler possibly as well. I think I heard him talking about that too. So it was really cool, talented people, and I'm really interested to see what they produce with this mint. I'm definitely going to be checking that out at 3 o'clock today. I did want to mention also, we talked about Fresh getting out of the Stack City bonding curve. There are currently 242 total tokens. 18 have made it out of the list on out of the bonding curve and are listed on exchanges with liquidity at launch. There have been 7 new tokens launched in the last 24 hours. Always do your own research, not financial advice. Stay fresh. Bitcoin Research X Space, and this is a sister community with Rootstock. Rootstock is an L2 building out on Bitcoin. Similar type of thing to Stacks, different, but it is an L2 on Bitcoin. And they're having their Community Friday at 10:18, Community Bitcoin Research X Space, where they're going to be discussing the complexities of oppression. That's at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, so check that out. I do want to give a shout out to the Stacks Power Awards. If you are building in the space and you're interested in getting some funding, some recognition and some funding, there's it's a small award, but there is an award. It's self-submissions. If you have a project, you've been putting work in, you have some verifiable results for your project. It's targeted towards creators, builders, and community leaders. So if you have a community leader project or a creator project or a builder project, you wanted to submit your project for recognition because of the work you've produced, you can put a submission in for the Stacks Power Awards, and the winner of each category will get $400 in stacks plus a reputation badge from Zero Authority DAO. There's also a Community Choice Award winner that will be a $200 Stacks Award, and they will also receive a reputation badge from Zero Authority. And then there will also be one special recognition winner that will also receive a reputation badge from Zero Authority. This is a community-driven initiative to reward those that are doing the work to move the Stacks ecosystem forward. Don't be shy. There is a link on that is shared on the Stacks link. It's also a project by Good Kitty. So if you check out the X at Stacks link and or at This Kitty is Good Kitty's handle, I think you can find out information about that project and probably a bunch of other stuff because Good Kitty's like involved in everything in Stacks. Taco Tuesday. Make sure you get your taco award. Nominate someone for a taco award. The number one recipients of nominations and the people that submit the most nominations also receive reputation badges for participation in the community recognition awards through the Taco Ovation project monthly. So it pays to show some appreciation, and there's lots of people to show some appreciation to. So get in there and do that. Tremp whitelist giveaway. We have some giveaway spots for the Tremp upcoming Tremp NFT mint. That has been moved down the road a little bit. I think it's probably a week or so away. Tune in on Wednesday, the DeOrganized Spotlight at noon on Wednesday. We will be talking with Easy A, and I believe O'Malley is going to come on and chat with us, and I might have one or two other guests, but I'm not sure what we have lined up. I have an assistant helping me schedule some of these things, and I'm not sure what the final head count is for our show on Wednesday, but we will also be letting you know to how you're going to qualify for those whitelist mints that we have to give away for the Trump NFT mint. And also, if you don't know, Zero Authority bounties are a great way to engage with your community. Easy to set up and verifiable for all participants. If you're looking to get some more community engagement, do a meme campaign, get some articles written, get some artwork done for socials, social threads, that kind of thing. You can put up a little bit of a bounty reward. You go to zeroauthority.xyz, you put up a little bit of stacks, and you can reward your community for their engagement and participation in certain events. Also, soon you will be able to reward your communities in I believe any SIP10 token, and possibly NFTs, SIP9 tokens as well. So definitely want to keep your eye on Zero Authority DAO. Lots of great stuff coming out from them. And that is the news for the day. And I appreciate my good buddy hanging around. Good morning. Cafe Spaceship Club. What's happening, my man?
Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, it's a good day to be building in the STX ecosystem. Been cooking, man. Been cooking. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm a little there's a lot going on. I have there was a new meme coin just launched that seems to have been again going crazy. Something about kangaroos.
I saw that, man. Degens are
Bananas.
degening early.
Yeah, degens are degening every day in this space. Every day in this space. And it's just it's fun to watch, man. It really is. It's like it gets everyone going. There's good conversation that comes out of all of it. We really like it. So it's just fun. And it's I at 9:30. The reason I told you we have a hard stop at 9:25, if we make it that long, because we're busy guys too. But at 9:30, I'm actually launching a live. It was a pre-made video. It's the first one I've actually done on Bitcoin Live. It's by 300. He made a how-to video on how to launch a token on Stack City. And it's just a short video, but that's going to launch at 9:30. So I have to be out of the studio. I can't be live or that won't run, which is fine. I can always just send it again anyway. But I want to try to keep these functions going the way they are, But we're always learning stuff, man. We're always learning. So what's new in the Gigaverse, man?
I just wanted to say real quick. So Tune by 300, right? That's the token that he launched.
Tune token. He launched Tune token yesterday, and he did a how-to video on it. So it's going to be a 4-part series. Today is part 1, and that's gonna air live on Bitcoin Live and DeOrganized. And then he's also working. He's got 3 other parts. So it's a 3-part how-to series on how to mint your own token, and there's a lot of that going on. So I think that there's a spot for that kind of how-to content. And even just kind of gets awareness to Stack City, and that a lot of people don't even realize how easy it is. You should have a purpose behind your token, right? It's not a good idea to mint a token that you don't have a purpose for, right? But you can mint a token. It's okay if you mint a token and it doesn't get out of the bonding curve and you're just trying stuff out, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You just got to be careful and make sure you know what you're doing and have a plan, and maybe set up your socials first, and do a little bit of hype before you even launch it. Might be a good idea. There's other stuff to it, but how-to is how-to. But yeah, he minted a token called Tune. I'm pretty sure that I don't know any other plans for the token, right?
Right.
I do know that he minted it. He told me about it yesterday. I bought a little bit of it because, of course, I'm going to support my brother. It wasn't really hyped or anything, and he said it was really more of an experiment. And I think he really initially launched it just to do the how-to. Like it was kind of like, which is kind of like a lot of people's first actions on Stack City is experimentation. I don't know how this is going to go, So it might even be best to just mint something that is just going to be complete trash, that you're not putting a ton of work in, just to figure out how to do it, right? I do want to shout out Nobody Famous. I love it. She comes in and says hi to me every day, and it makes my day. It makes me feel good that I know that I'm putting out content that some people like and want to come in and say hi and participate. And good morning, sis. I'm excited to see what she brings out of that community. I know there's some bars going to be dropping soon. I want to hear them.
Yeah, I saw her I saw like a little like clip of her like rapping in the studio. She has such good energy. You know, I could see she's very passionate about it, and yeah, that's freaking dope, man. You know, everybody's doing their own like form of content. I like that. 300 got in there, launched the token, and is also doing like a how-to video on how to do that. I think that's a cool bit of content for DeOrganized to like produce and stuff. So that's awesome that you're like experimenting with different forms of content and also like helping others, you know, get their message out there while 300's given the explanation of like how to do it, how to launch your own token. Jack says this a lot. Jack says that launching a token is a full-time job. So you have to create socials, a place for your community, all of that. So hopefully he kind of covers a little bit of those bases as well. Kind of show people how to maybe launch a token and set up socials, stuff like that. I think it's really cool. But yeah, a little bit about what's going on in the Gigaverse today, man. Working on this Trimp collection. I talked with Landy and the Trimp guys last night for a little bit. We did move the mint date down just a little bit, just to allow for more time for collaborations. And we're gonna try to get involved with some like Hordes communities, maybe do some onboarding. So yeah, it gives me a little bit more time.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, man. I was there when we were having like that conversation a little bit last week. And I think it makes a lot more sense to be able to collab and give some more list opportunities and just reach out to some more communities as far as letting them know what's coming and getting some participation that way. I think it's a no-brainer, actually. I'm gonna mint because I love your stuff and I love the crew and I love the Tremp guys too. They're good guys. So I'm of course I'm gonna mint, but people don't, it's just a kind of almost like an awareness campaign. That's what these whitelist campaigns are. It's to make sure people know before the mint goes live so that they all have an opportunity to mint when it goes live. That's what the whitelists are for, to make sure that that someone doesn't come in and just buy up the whole supply and then that kind of like that can backfire on the community side of the whole purpose of minting an NFT. We want engagement from those.
Yeah, so we got a lot of like people reaching out asking like, hey, can we whitelist our community and stuff? And then like we felt like the date that we set was just a little too close. We needed to allow a little bit more time, so we could talk to these people, get the word out there. It's such a legendary meme, so it has a lot of good laughs and some great art. I mean, I've been working on this and I've had more fun making this collection than most of the stuff that I've put out there. I've just really thoroughly enjoyed putting fun into this collection, looking for things to reference within the STX ecosystem and the broader Bitcoin ecosystem. It's been fun. So looking forward to this launch. We'll probably get it out there maybe closer to the end, closer to the end of the month is what we're looking like. Still haven't set a solid date yet. We're still discussing about a date. So we'll have an announcement as soon as we get that information solid. So yeah, there's a few different Ords communities that I'm going to be reaching out to, same with the Trimp guys. So if there's anybody that is looking for a whitelist, we're going to do an open call for communities. Just let them know, hey, if you need whitelist for your communities, just reach out. We can hook you up, get you some whitelists, and get you set up.
Hell yeah, man! Hell yeah! I would definitely. I know that there are definitely some guys in the Node Rocks community that would be interested in that, so I'm happy to facilitate that too.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I love the guys from the Node Rocks. Love that they're one of 60K inscriptions, that collection, man. Like there's only so many cursed inscriptions, so it's
right. Actually, do you know Danny from On Chain Monkeys?
I know of him. I'm not like
he came on. We hosted him. I ran the account for Node Rocks on Saturday, and we did a space first. I guess it's going to be weekly, or I think it might be weekly on Saturdays at noon Eastern. What's up, Squid Finn? Good morning, my brother. And Danny is the OG creator of On-Chain Monkeys, and that actually came from a I'm sorry, Hero distracted me, but I'll get to his point in a second.
Same.
That actually came from Ethereum. So there was an on-chain Ethereum project first, and then he was original minted in ordinals, and they actually have like reinscription 4 times on the same satoshis. So they have like 3 cursed and a regular inscription, but there's data on the cursed inscriptions now for theirs because it was done because he was super smart guy, and he gave us dropped a lot of knowledge on, and his point, he's actually said that there's, he corrected us, is really about 100,000 cursed inscriptions. It's a little more than we thought, 60. But
still small supply, honestly.
There's only 100,000 total that are like that, and then we're one of the only 10K yin yang inscriptions where you got one of each. Definitely super rare stuff going on with the Node Rocks. Plus, it's a decentralized community. It's a community-run project. Cool art. There's the cursed art that they just dropped on there. I can't say enough good things about the Node Rocks, but I'll be happy to. I can definitely get some whitelist spots out with that community as well. So tune in on Wednesday, and then if you're in the Node Rocks community, definitely I'll be dropping into that Discord soon after I talk to GPSC as to what he wants to do there. Hero is saying that there will be a SIP28 SBTC V1 signer criteria SIP voting coming soon. Let's collaborate on a DeOrganized media session. Definitely, sir. Definitely. We'll talk today. We'll talk today about that, Hero. And that is important stuff too. We need to make sure that the community knows what the signer criteria. That's the biggest component to figuring out SBTC. It's a no-brainer for what it will be able to do once we have it live in the ecosystem. But we need to make sure that the signer criteria is as secure but also functional as possible, so that it's seamless. And good morning, Cryptitty. I love some Cryptitties in the morning, man.
Love seeing that name in the ecosystem, dude. Makes me laugh a little bit every time. And he's a good dude, man. He's getting active in the community. Good morning, Cryptitty. Yeah, the SIP votes. Definitely get excited whenever we get a new SIP proposal coming around, and like to get more hands-on, getting involved in talking about it. So definitely we will be talking about making a couple posts, making some art about it. This is one of the more important ones, so getting the community involved and letting them know that it's coming up is important, getting all these votes in. So yeah, get out there and get active. Participate in the future of Stacks is basically what it is,
Yeah, it's I will tell you, one of the things that has gotten me, it's not only just about understanding what's going on in the process either. That's a big part of it, but participating in the SIP calls on Fridays, which happen at noon. I think I have to talk to Hero about that too. We might be moving that up to 11 a.m. to allow for more participation, because we're trying to get that also to be, instead of just talking about what's going on in the current proposed SIPs, we want to get more engagement as far as just having more conversations in public with as much participation as possible about how to improve Stacks and what are good ideas, what's needed, and just more feedback from the community about that already. Oh, it's already been moved. So that's now at 11 a.m. Eastern instead of noon. And then we're not competing with the Moist Sock Alpha Drip session that happens at noon. So that's cool. And but that is definitely things that is a space. There was a lot of participation last Friday, and I think we're probably going to it's going to start growing. So that's the place to be as far as getting a say about innovation, and also kind of hearing what the community is talking about, what they're seeking for innovation. Stacks Improvement Center, where people can post stuff. That probably goes on. It's probably going to go on the Stacks Link console page, right? That'll probably be a section in the console, in the Stacks
Yeah,
Link console, or
that
even on
makes
the
sense.
Stacks
I like
Link
that.
website. It could actually, depending on how many devs we get, like website developers that we can get to help us with that side of things. We'll have to talk to Kitty, obviously. That's her domain.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely need a place where people can post ideas. I think that's a great idea, Hero.
Yeah, you'd have it like we just like we were talking yesterday, how like console is like a hub for information. Like, people could go there and post their ideas, their different improvements that they think should be made, and you can go through, like developers can go through and like reference it, and get an idea of what people, what other people are thinking. So I think that's a good idea, making like one central hub to where everybody that thinks of an improvement that could be made, and somewhere to host it. I think it's awesome idea.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think it's a great idea. And this is just kind of a snowball effect we have going on right now. This is all stuff that's really spurred out of, I can't say enough that this is spurred out of the D grants process, which we're starting to have conversations about and organizing for cohort 3. I don't know that we have funding for it yet, but we're starting to organize the processes so that when we do know what that's coming, like we can act quickly, which is what this community does. It's great. There's so many things that are happening, right now, all the time. It's really a super awesome place to be. We just keep having more and more stuff developing. We got a community wise, and then there's people building real products, not from a community oriented position where the products are being built, but there is a lot of input from the community and assistance from the community on these projects, and what they're building. I don't want to call myself an advisor, more of a tester, and just kind of providing some feedback on stuff. But I mean, I'm poking around with the stuff that Trippin' Monkey's building, and I'm
Yeah,
poking around with the stuff that Crypto Dude's building on Derupt, and I played around with um I played around with the bounties before the Zero Authority guys launched those things, launched them, and I like to get it. I played around with Skullcoin.
yeah,
There's other people doing that stuff too. People are getting in and playing around and participating. There's a tester group now. That was actually part of the conversation where we have this tester DM group on X, and it's great. It's definitely been a way to kind of get a few testers together, and a point where the developers can actually say, hey, I need help with this, I need help with that. I think that was the first place I heard about the Stacks Bets bounty that he was doing, or
yeah, yeah.
hack the hack challenge he put out there, which I'm pretty sure still to this point no one's been able to hack that.
That's good
um
news. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
that was
thought that
definitely
was
good news.
interesting, like the way that he put that out there, and it was just like, hey, this is there's this amount of stacks in there. Go try to hack it and get it. That's a cool way to get your platform audited. So I've said that before, and I just think it's an awesome way to go at it. And there's just so much going on in the space right now. Everybody's building something. We've got indie builders now. We've got big builders. There's a lot of motion going on, and I can't wait for these fast blocks, man.
um I went to go post out. I'm trying to post the thread in DMs for like DM groups for the video. And as soon as I go into my DMs, I have things I can't even wait. I have to respond to this because it's like I got a show coming up at 10 o'clock and it's the guy from the show. It's like insane how busy it is. And but it is a great that's what I was saying as far as the tester group. The conversations happen on Twitter, but we've created a console channel for that group, right? So we can so we can kind of organize and we can have the stuff there, but we need to communicate out to the group on Twitter that there's something in there. Like it can't just be on the console. We
Right.
need to actually be like Twitter is the communications network for our community. It just is. It's the place where most of the conversations are happening. And
I
I
agree.
think we're
You know,
really fortunate for having this opportunity to be able to do all this stuff in that medium.
yeah, dude. X is it seems like X is the way people are using that's the medium for the information first and foremost, and then like console is the hub, so you can like post your links there from Twitter and stuff like that. It'd be cool to see like some type of integration to where like I make a post from the official GPSC account, and then it you know have some type of API or something that grabs that information and posts the link inside of the console. I think that would be like a cool little like um, maybe something for them to look into. We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, man. I think that's there's so much cool stuff happening on console. I just can't wait until it actually
Looks like
it's just more to come. Just another Stacks project, by the way, that's killing it, and with deliverable upon deliverable upon deliverable. Riot says good morning. Hero says, and I want to share this because it's a lot. On D Grants 3, we will have a better clarification into when that can go live once Nakamoto goes live. Then the D Grants conversation 3 can follow. So it's actually just pending Nakamoto launch right now, but we are organizing that right now. We've started having conversations with it this morning. Good Kitty's on it. So we are working on that.
solid.
And that's actually so much has come out of D Grants. Really cohort 1 and cohort 2. There's really just tons of stuff. And I don't want to just because it's the community that created and very much Hero Gamer, but the community that responded to it and he pulled the community in, and the people that were attracted to that process are just very highly productive, engaged people, and all looking to kind of help others build out what they're trying to build. It's not about what I'm building, it's about what we're building.
Yeah, D Grants is awesome, like in many different ways than one. First, like they help you get the funding to get some of your like if you're thinking about starting a project, you may just get some funding, but it's more than just that. It's a network of people, kind of collaborating. Whenever you go sign up to be like potentially win some funding from D Grants, like you get to talk to all these people. They get to see what you're working on. You get to see what they're working on. So it's a very good network. I think that to go sign up for D Grants, though I didn't like win funding, I still made new connections with different people that are building within the space. So it's awesome. I love what D Grants are doing. Big shout out to Hero. I love like Hero's a good guy, man. He's out there trying to help where he can and get him where he fit in at any moment. Like he's got his hands in a lot of different projects in the ecosystem.
He's the connector. He's the
Yeah,
one that connects. He connects people in the community, and it's like, oh, you need help with this. This guy's working on that, and then introduces them, and in a way that that kind of helps them lock in, you know. Just like I have LMNO now helping me with some scheduling stuff, you know, and he's actually been doing a great job with it. And it's a lot of there's still, obviously I have to have a lot of conversations and stuff, but it's just like it's helping me keep track of who I talked to and when they're available to come on. And oh yeah, I forgot that I talked to this one. You know, yeah, it's hard when you're doing a show every day on top of all of that. So, and that was Hero. You know, Hero put it out there. LMNO responded, and now he's helping us out, and you know we're growing that way, and it's there's a lot of organic interaction in how we're growing, and yeah, that's not always my application got granted, but I asked for no money. I wasn't asking for any funding. Um, and it's not always about, there was definitely a lot of projects that maybe would have been worthy. They also had a super low budget, right? They didn't have, for the amount of people that applied, I think it was over 100 applications for, you know, 50 grand. So I mean, you could have given everyone $500 and then no one would have had enough money to do anything. You know,
Right.
it's not
Yeah. So
what yeah, we need more money. You know,
yeah.
we need more money to help some bootstrapping projects. That's the biggest takeaway. That and the community is awesome. You
Yeah.
know, and
The more cohorts that like go on, I see that happening. Like the more successful projects that come out of D grants, the more funding that will be available. I feel like, if they continue to just keep pushing and they're going in the right trajectory to obtain more funding for more projects. So, seeing like different successful projects come out of D grants is going to enable that. So it's only a matter of time, really. It's not a if, it's a when. So definitely see that the D grants is going to continue getting bigger and bigger. I don't see it going anywhere at all. Yeah.
no, I don't either. And again, that's a Stacks Foundation program, and I think that they do a lot of good stuff at the Stacks Foundation. There are other funding opportunities, by the way, but there are, I think the grassroots, just idea phase, how do I do this? Is this even a good idea kind of stuff is really the bread and butter of how a community forms and grows, right? You got, that's the stuff that keeps it bubbling up, bubbling up. You're getting more skills that way, and then doing it in the open process, all in public on X and in console, console and channel and stuff like that too. Those are all public channels where we can have public conversations, and if they're recorded, we can actually all go back and listen to it. So it's
Yeah.
all open source funding, so it's really great. Really cool stuff. I don't know if you actually said, what did you guys pick a specific date for when you're going to do the Tremp
So
NFT drop?
so it's looking like closer to the end of the month is what we're aiming for. We haven't set an official date yet for the mint date, but we will have we're gonna have a discussion later today, and we should have like a solid date within the next couple of days. Definitely this week we'll have it announced, and we'll put out an announcement. We're also going to do a open call for whitelist, like I said. So you'll be looking for a post. I'll probably pin it on the GPSC guys. They'll probably do the same. So if there's any other communities, you guys just feel free to reach out to us, and we can get you some whitelist for the community, for sure, for your community.
Oh, so you're looking for, so guys hear that. If you're a member of a community, any meme coin community, any other project community in the space, or ordinals or NFT communities, um, you know, the Tremp guys are looking for collabs. All you have to do is give away some whitelist spots for their NFT. So let GPSC know, and yeah, his DMs are open. If you can't get him, get me, and I'll let him know. But he's looking to give away some whitelists, so some value added for your community, something you can give back to your communities for that costs you nothing but some opportunity to post some content for yourself too. It's a no-brainer, actually. Every community should be giving away all the whitelists for all the other communities around here. That's actually the way to do it.
Yeah, dude. I love how tight and intricate we are as a community. All the support has gotten me this far. When I first started, I was scared to talk on Spaces. And now you've got me in front of the camera. Shooting the breeze with you, and talking about the stuff going on at Stacks. So I'm very proud to be part of this community, and all the support is greatly appreciated. So thank you guys. Yeah, it's been awesome building next to you guys and with you guys.
Yeah, man, I think you're doing great stuff. I mean, you're helping out all the communities. You're doing stuff for Rue. You got your own, obviously, the Gigaverse and the GPSC and the V2 still minting. Still at a discount for a short period of time at only 3 stacks. So you
Yeah.
can mint the GPSC today just for 3 stacks and have one of these guys, one of this guy's. It's not his flagship collection, but it's the premier collection of Giga Pepe right now for this guy. And so if you don't hold one, you should definitely go mint one today. 3 stacks, it's nothing.
Yeah, and it's cool because we've gotten several different airdrops and like different whitelist opportunities and like a free mint even for holding the Giga Pepe V2. So yeah, go check that out.
I think I already have a whitelist for having GPSC, right? For the Trump.
Yeah, you get a. So if you hold a Giga Pepe V2, you have a you're whitelisted. Same with the Spaghetti Punk. If you hold a Spaghetti Punk, we did a collab with them. We've also whitelisted their whole community as well. So if you hold one of both, then you have 2 whitelists accumulated right there. So
awesome. I have 2 whitelists in a couple of wallets, actually. I suspect now. And without any without giving them away, without caking any of the giveaway spots for myself, which I don't need to do. What else you got going on today, my brother?
There's a couple spaces that I'm gonna jump into. Probably just looking to make a couple more one-of-ones in the Trimp collection. Talking with the Trimp guys today. Just getting involved, man. Just getting involved where I can, and of course, watching the meme coin launches on STX City. Between all of that and talking with the different communities, helping with the Rubrus and just within Stacks, I'm busy. My day, like I start early and I end late, so that's the gist of it. Looking forward to some spaces, and also looking forward to Reese's launch today too. That whole curated collection, that's going to be fun to look at. So there's a lot to look forward to today.
Yeah, I'm actually super excited about that launch today. We got the 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, I'm going live with Phoenix Green. That's happening shortly. And to be honest with you, I'm not super familiar with Decred or the Bison wallet, so I'm going to be learning a lot about that. So I'm always excited to learn some new stuff. In a few minutes, 300's how-to video is going to go live. So tune in to that. It's only going to be a few minutes long, but it'll be, once it goes live, it'll still be there for view afterwards. So if the live viewership doesn't pick up on a short as much, it usually picks up some viewership after because people don't have enough time to even see that it went live. But I'm really excited for the dude. He's just putting work in. He did that all on his own. He was just like told me about he was doing it, and I was like, oh, I'll launch it. We'll put it on here for you, and we'll get as much viewership as we can for you that way. So check out 300's video going live in a few minutes, and check us out at 10 o'clock Eastern time, just a little over 40 minutes right now. When we talk to Phoenix Green, really excited about that. And GPSC, why don't you give us some positive words for the day?
Yeah, man. Like I always like to say, keep loving the room, keep the frequency high, enjoy what you're building, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just keep loving the room and keep building.
Right on, right on. On Peace Love Music, follow GPSC_stacks at DeOrganized BTC and at Peace Love Music G. Y'all have a blessed day. Happy Tuesday, and we'll catch you on